The biggest thing is the level of communication, listening, and understanding that I get to apply to each interaction. They've been working years on their business. They haven't even started their own social media account.
Meet Anna Tran, a PR strategist who helps multi-million-dollar businesses break through their next level by turning trust, story, and visibility into powerful brand authority.
Well, you'd be surprised, and they're making millions. And that's the thing that I'm most proud of, is being able to meet them where they're at and help them develop that online presence that they need to take their business to the next level.
What's up, everybody? This is Ryan Van Ornum back with another edition of the Scaling Up Success podcast. Today, we are brought to you by our sponsor, Synergist. Synergist is your go-to fractional operations company that helps use AI to streamline your processes and grow your business exponentially faster at a fraction of the cost. Go check out synergist.com. I'm really excited to have Anna Tran on with Leveled Up with Anna. How are you doing today?
Hey, Ryan. I'm doing well, actually. It's sunny over here, so can't complain.
That's phenomenal. And you live in one of the most beautiful cities in the world in Vancouver. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you. I do.
So tell us a little bit about what you got going on. How'd you get your start with what you're doing in the PR side of stuff?
Yes, so PR didn't just, I never thought about going into PR. It just happened naturally. My background is actually rooted in sales and marketing. And then it just led to public relations, because at the core of everything that we do and over the years of helping other businesses, I found that, trust and building that trust in leaders that I work with is the key, repeating factor in everything. So I help people who've, done hard things in life and translate that into a clear message, a strong brand, and something sustainable for their business. So without losing the integrity or sense of purpose. And that's how I got into PR. It's just over the years, I just found that commonality over helping others.
That's that's phenomenal. I love that. So like, how is your business like? How I know you, it's kind of like I always see like a lot of businesses are kind of like little balls of clay, and like you mold them however you feel like, which is the best look at the time. So has your business evolved and changed over the time that you've been developing it?
Yeah, it did, because, at first we mainly started in consulting and helping others build out, their funnels. And then from there, you find little disconnects. So that's how I got in from sales to marketing, because there was a disconnect between the marketing team and the sales team. And then from there, we understood, or the pattern was, okay, now we're getting traffic, we're getting sales, people know how to talk to leads, but there's that missing factor, which is the trust. And then that's how the PR comes into play. Although all three categories, they work hand in hand, they're not exactly the same. So yeah, to answer your question, it that's how it kind of like fell together.
So like, as you grew this, did you find like different little bottlenecks along the way that like kind of like you? I've always seen it. It was like it's you always want to go up and to the right, but like it always feels like a staircase. So like, did you have like little places along the way where you're like, man, we got to tweak on this, and then all of a sudden we saw it grow again?
Yeah, it's always, and the beauty of everything is that everything is always changing, even trends, how the market reacts to everything, buyers in general, right? So how do you adapt to how the market receives, and how do you understand that with different businesses, because they all have different audiences and a different offer. And the biggest bottleneck would always be having the proper feedback mechanism in place to gather that information and adapt along the way with your audience. Because nowadays, how people consume content is even different 6 months ago, right?
Mhm.
Everything's always changing. So yeah, consistency is key, communication is key, and how do you leverage feedback the right way?
On the public relations side, do you find that you're constantly searching which social media trends are happening and stuff like that, for like which platforms are getting more traction for certain clients and stuff like that?
Ryan, I think that's a very good question. Although with each different business, they have their own audiences, and their own audiences tend to stay in different platforms. However, it's all this very similar because everything's on the internet nowadays.
Hmm.
It boils down to searchability, and it depends on the individual's business itself because some people are selling e-com. They're more likely on social media. However, the larger clients or partnerships that bigger clients are looking for, possibly LinkedIn. Maybe they're not even looking on social media. Maybe they're just looking on Google or ChatGPTing it nowadays in
Yeah.
general. I don't know if you've run into this yourself, but like, yeah, like when you're looking for something, where do you usually go to first, right?
Right, right. ChatGPT, I think, is over 100 million questions asked a day now. And it only launched, what, 3 or 4 years ago? And I think it's taken like 30% of the market share of search rates now. It's pretty
Mhm.
crazy. And like all the LLMs have been basically changing the way that people surf the internet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm using it more than Google nowadays
Exactly.
sometimes.
Exactly. And you can talk to it. It's so much different than a particular browser. So, what are you most proud about in the journey that you're on right now?
The biggest thing is the level of communication, listening, and understanding that I get to apply to each interaction. Every person that I come into contact with who feel like, they've been working years on their business. However, they haven't even started their own social media account at
Yeah.
all. Would you be surprised? And they're making millions, and you're like, oh, you're kind of like working behind the scenes. You're Batman or something, right? Like, so that's the thing that I'm most proud of is being able to meet them where they're at and help them develop that online presence that they need to take their business to the next level.
Was there like a interaction or an unexpected opportunity that came up along the way that like may have just slightly altered the way that you were actually doing your business? Like you're like, I just met this person and then we had this conversation and it was amazing. And then when we went in this trajectory, I know of a lot of business owners that come across those type of stories.
Yeah, I don't know if this is something that you have in mind, Ryan, but I had taken on a client that was another team members at the time, but they needed extra help. And I had that background in building websites and marketing. So I overtook that client just to help them even further with their social media. And this gentleman, he's a amazing man. Like he went through 4 cancer treatments. He beat it like all of them, and currently he's going through another one, and he just overcame his lung cancer procedure like a year ago. So this man is a fighter, and stories like that, I feel so blessed to be a part of their journey. And I always, like, when I work with somebody, I just make sure that my team and I fully understand who they are, what they want to do, their vision, their goals, and properly represent them in the market. And stories like that, people like that, it just makes me so grateful for like the job that I have.
Absolutely. One of the things that I find very interesting, I mean, your location is phenomenal because Vancouver is actually known for worldwide connections, like to the Asian corridor. Also, you're connected with Canada up there. Obviously, it's a Canadian city and the United States. So like, how do
Mhm.
you balance that worldwide type of, connections that you have in Vancouver?
Yeah, that's another really good question. To be honest, I have a business partner, like I'm a co-founder, right? So
Yeah,
our company is actually American. And we do
awesome.
business in, like, majority of my clients are American, and I'm just like the random Canadian here. I sometimes, like, every 6 months I'm gonna travel to Osaka as well. And our team members, we cover almost every time zone.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
So it's pretty, I don't know how we do it, but it just happens. You're building a plane in flight, as they say.
That's very cool. That's very cool. Well, one of the things that we like to do is we do a little rapid fire section here. We get to know the founder on a little more personal level. You up for that?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Awesome. Hey, do you have like a favorite book that you're reading right now, or maybe a favorite podcast that you listen to?
Okay, so the favorite book, it might sound cheesy, but my favorite book to read time and time again is the Holy Bible, just
Hmm.
because I learn a lot every time I open it up. But if I'm talking about, just like a book, it's called Solomon's Wisdom. Hold on, I'm gonna bring it up. Actually, I had it with me. It's this new book. It's like 40 pages, and it's applying the wisdom to get wealth from Solomon. So it's by Logan Tran. I know we
Awesome.
have the
Very cool.
same
Very
last name, but you can look it up on Amazon. It's
definitely check it out. We'll link it in the comments below as well. Awesome. Very cool. Hey, do you have like a bucket list travel spot that you still want to go to?
yes, I've always wanted to hike Machu Picchu at sunrise. If that's even possible, I would love to do
That's awesome.
that. Might have to go through the night, but I would love to catch a sunrise there. I think that's like the only thing.
That's awesome. Very cool. Hey, what was your first job you ever had?
Oh man, I think this is typical, but I did nails. I did a nail salon. And I'm Vietnamese. My auntie had a nail salon. I worked.
I love it. I love it. That's the you mentioned a little comedian aspect to it, right? You said that you have a little comedian in you.
Yes.
There's a really funny skit about that the nail salon stuff
Yeah,
that
that
I
that
I love it. Is that close? Is that
yeah,
close?
pretty close. It's pretty close.
I love it. That's awesome. Very cool. Thanks for being open on that. Do you have if you were like a superhero, like you could like the Avengers or like the X-Men, what's that one superhero power you'd want?
Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one because I would love to teleport anywhere possible so I don't have to pay
Sure.
for plane tickets or just, I mean, people always say mind reading, but I think that might always like, I don't know, drive you crazy at the end of the day.
Sure.
I'll stick to the teleportation.
She's like, I'm saving on travel.
Yeah,
I
time
love
and travel, skip that 10-hour flight,
exactly, exactly. Hey, if you could have dinner with one historical figure, whether they're living or deceased, who would it be?
Ooh, oh man. It's getting tough, your questions. Oh man. Off the top of my mind, who would it be? I've never thought of this.
It's all good.
I would love to speak to Terry Fox,
Oh, nice.
Canadian,
Very cool.
because man, that determination and just making the best of his last years is amazing.
Awesome. Love that. Thank you for your insight. Appreciate it. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Both.
Both. She's like, I
It
never
depends.
sleep.
I don't know what is sleep. Because when I was in Osaka, for the past 3 months, I would wake up at 3 a.m. to catch my calls with my Western clients. But then when I'm here, I'm staying up till like 6 a.m. sometimes. So
Wow.
it
You are
depends.
definitely burning the candle at both ends.
Yeah, yeah.
So a couple more. What's your go-to cheat meal?
Steak and eggs. I don't
There
know
you
if
go.
that is steak. I don't know if that's a cheat meal or steak and wings.
I
That's a little
all
bit
that
better.
is all protein. You're doing all right still, as long as you don't have like crazy amounts of like sauce on it, I guess, right?
No, I really like the salt and pepper, and I guess like the beer would be the bad part.
What's your beer? What's your beer choice?
I really love a Guinness or a Budweiser.
Whoa, you go with a dark stout. Woo! Little Guinness action. I like it. Nice work on that. That's like some military stuff right there, going with a Guinness style. I love it.
Balances out. It's so great.
I love it. Very cool. Hey, what's bumping on your workout playlist right now?
This might sound crazy, but I sometimes put on classical music, or if I'm feeling it, worship, but something that I've been getting into is, those motivational speeches. It
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
gets you it kind of gets you going. It's pretty crazy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to run through a damn wall if I got a couple of those guys talking to me in my ear while I'm bench pressing. I get it. So,
David Goggins yelling at you like
absolutely. I'm a piece of crap. I got to keep running 97 miles. Let's go.
yeah, it works.
It does. It does. Well, you absolutely destroyed the rapid fire questioning. Thank you for being open and honest. Appreciate you.
You almost got me there with the dinner, guys.
I love it. I love it. Hey, if you could go back and like time travel and go back to a younger version of yourself, what's one piece of advice you give yourself?
Buy Bitcoin.
Buy Bitcoin. Yes. 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 I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Hey,
Yeah.
what impact do you hope that your work leaves on your industry?
That I want people to realize that everybody has a story and the right person hasn't heard it yet. And and you can live on through the memories of others as long as you're willing to make that leap.
Awesome. So where do you see yourself in 5 years with your business?
Oh, I would love to see it grow even more than it has in terms of reach, so that I'm known for helping others deliver their message with purpose and ethics. Because when people think of PR, sometimes they don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes they think of, this giant press releases on TV shows. But the truth of the matter is, most of the time is just how are people able to, like, how's your audience able to find out about you at the moment? And what are they seeing that's inconsistent that's making them not want to work with you? Or how do you like refine that? So I want to be known to help business owners, amazing leaders, frame themselves in the right or position themselves in the right way to make the impact.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Well, if people are interested in your services, how can they get a hold of you?
Level Up with Anna on Instagram, TikTok, and levelupwithanna.com. Anna with two N's.
Awesome. Anna Tran, it's been an unbelievable discussion with you. I absolutely enjoyed every second of it. Thank you so much for your time and coming on the podcast today.
Likewise, it was such a pleasure. It was so fun. And yeah, thanks so much for having me. I hope that I reached, the right people who needed to hear the message.
You did great. So thank you so much. And until the next time, I'm signing off. Ryan Van Ornum with the Scaling Up Success podcast. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe across all of our platform channels of Apple and Spotify and YouTube. Thank you so much. Until the next time, stay blessed. Take care.